Teacher Prix, correct my English. Well, of course, especially if you are a BSA, baby sardine in the area. This is a video series where I correct my students, okay? I gave them a challenge, I asked for their permission, and I'm correcting my students as they post their videos in our group on Facebook. And I feel this is a very interesting video for you watching this video right now, giving me an opportunity to teach you, because there are mistakes that I will correct in this video that can help you. There are strategies that I'm going to share that can help you. So stay with me until the end and check the other videos that I have here on my channel. So today I'm going to correct Olga. Olga lives in the United States. Okay, she's an immigrant, she works there. And I watched her video, just a few parts. I didn't pay attention, complete attention to everything she said, because I wanted this video to be as natural as possible. So I will be watching and making corrections. Will I correct everything 100%? No, that's not how it works, okay? To make someone fluent, I can't stop them all the time. But for the purpose of this lesson, I will try to make as many corrections as possible, because I'm a no-native speaker, so I may miss a few things as well, okay? And I will provide some useful feedback to help this student and you watching this lesson. Now, let's see, one moment, please. So this is the student, okay, Olga. I don't remember where she's from. I forgot. Well, maybe she can post in the comments here where she's from, okay? So as she's speaking, I will provide some feedback. And I know that she's Latin. I don't remember if it's Colombia. I am not sure, okay? I won't say because I don't want to be mistaken. But one thing that I notice among Latin students is the V, the V sound. That can be very challenging to you guys, because the B and the V, you tend to confuse those sounds a little. Well, you can say the B very well, but you tend to use the B sound slightly with the V sound. V, 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 B, 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 V, V, B, B. See the difference? Of course, it may not be easier said than done, but for this purpose, and especially in other combinations as well, tongue twisters will be very useful. Now, let's take a look. Let's get started.
My name is Olga Cabrera.
Oh, I have to put
I'm
on
from
my
Guayaquil,
headphones.
Ecuador, but I live in the United States. Hi, everyone. My name is Olga Cabrera. I'm from Guayaquil, Ecuador.
Oh, she's from Ecuador. Okay, sorry about that. See, I was wrong. She's from Ecuador. Now you know, I know.
United States. Teacher Prix, I give you permission to use my video on your social media on advertisement. Correct my English.
So I asked all students to give me this kind of permission so that I can correct them, because in my academy, my students post their videos every day. Every day there's a video, there's a challenge. So they're always getting to work in our platform. So for these videos that I asked the students to participate, I ask for their permission so that I can post corrections here. So very nice, thank you.
Today I'm going to talk about my experience into the academy. So
you didn't need to use the preposition into. In the academy, with the academy, this would be interesting prepositions. Prepositions can be tricky. I make preposition mistakes, you make them, we all know we make preposition mistakes, but it's a work in progress. One thing that I can give you as a strategy here to Olga and to everyone watching is collocations. There are some expressions that have a fixed preposition. Therefore, there's no explanation or rule, it's just a fixed collocation. So I like to dedicate some time studying and paying attention to popular collocations.
I was really lucky that I enrolled. And
enrolled, okay, the verb to enroll. I was really, pay attention to the R at the beginning of really. I imagine that's what you saw, that's what you mentioned. I wasn't sure if it was very or really. Let me go back a little.
Academy. So I was really lucky that I enrolled and studying module by module.
Now, Olga decided to provide me with her experience inside the academy. When I gave this assignment to the BSA, my students, I told them that they were free to choose whatever they wanted to talk about. Last week I posted a video, or 2 weeks ago, I don't remember, and in which a student talked about her plans, how she plans, if she typically makes plans, and her next weekend's plans, okay? So in this case, she's talking about her experience inside the academy. So here she says, I'm studying module by module. So far, so good.
To see the passion that the teacher Prix put in all the lessons.
So you see your X needs a little work, okay? In this case, it's X, Prix. This is a difficult sound to Latin people. Many students say my name who are Latin, they say Prix. The X sound is a little weaker, X. This is very common among Latin students.
Put in all the lessons, in the workshops. I really love also the
here workshops. So here we're going in the direction of pronunciation. I have a lot of feedback regarding pronunciation as I was watching your video. I can understand clearly what you were trying to say, obviously, and I know people will understand your English because Olga, she's always participating inside the academy. She's always in the group conversation classes, the workshops, creating her examples inside the platform. So she's always sharing her experiences in the United States, what's happening, what's going on. And I think a few months ago, she told me, oh, I gave a piece of advice to a native speaker, a complete stranger, and she understood my advice. I was so happy. So people can understand her English. This is just something that we can improve, work on. Workshop is a word that is easy. It's not a difficult word. So it's just a matter of awareness. Sometimes we are not paying attention to how we sound. So I'm just getting your attention to this fact.
The workshops every month.
You use a lot of filler sounds. I haven't noticed so far. It's 1 minute already. I gave my students a limit of 3 minutes per video because otherwise it would be too long. So I haven't noticed an excessive use of filler words, but filler sounds, yes. And you're trying to think. You're speaking at a good speed, and this is good. Guys, when you're practicing your English speaking alone, always be mindful of how fast or how slowly you go. You don't need to go too fast. And I recommend that you go slowly and pay attention to the filler sounds. When I am practicing my English speaking, I typically pick up my phone. I don't do this all the time. I have to be completely transparent with you guys because I'm already fluent. But when I want to focus on pronunciation, I record myself. But when I'm just working on, catching up with the speaking or vocabulary, I don't always record myself. But this is the number one recommendation I give to my students inside the academy. So when I'm working on filler sounds, where's my app here? I don't know where it is. Oh, it's gone. Here it is. I typically ask for them to record themselves and pay attention to the filler sounds and filler words because this can bring a negative impact to your fluency or how your fluency is noticed by others. This is my concern with filler sounds. And when I am recording myself, I always say that you need to practice mindful silence, which is to be silent and let your mind process instead of using the sound, because the sound is just a symptom, a sign that you're processing. You're thinking of what to say next. And this happens not only because of English, because, I don't know what to say. It's not only because of that, but sometimes we are processing memories and what we want to say. It's not just a matter of your ability to communicate. That's my point. It's not just because, my English is bad. No, as human beings, we tend to have those moments when we need to take a break and think of what to say. So instead of using mindful silence, I've been monitoring that on myself because I do the same. I may not do it as much, but I also do it. So I'm always monitoring myself speaking so that I avoid, using filler sounds and filler words in general.
I noticed that my English is better than before because
So you see, again, pronunciation. Now you can, Olga, now that I think you're near the end of the program, I'm pretty sure you may be close to finishing the modules. So something that you can really focus your attention and energies on pronunciation. Again, I can understand everything you say, but this is just a recommendation. So noticed. See the noticed. I noticed. And you use the flat T, like I noticed. Is it possible to do that? It is. But do I recommend that you do it? I do not. But people will understand.
After before I enrolled in the academy, I was really a little shy to express.
A little shy. Again, this is a common mistake among Latin people. Shine. They tend to confuse the pronunciation, and I hear a slight N at the end. Shine. Shine. Almost as if you were going to say the letter N. I know you're not. I know you know the word shy, but it needs to be shy. Bye, shy. Okay? So connect the sounds of these two words. Bye-bye, shy. Okay?
As my idea, I was stuck in my English.
Let me go back a little.
Academy. I was really a little shy to express my idea.
And then you say I was a little shy to express. I would change to when. I was a little shy. I felt shy when I had to express my ideas. This is a better way to connect the sentences. This is also something that I teach my students in the academy, how to connect the sentences for conversation so that you can sound more like a native speaker.
I was really a little shy to express my idea. I was stuck in my English as well. But after the academy, I can see the results. I can speak a better English. I have more fluency. I'm not scared anymore.
Here, let me go back a little. Let me see.
I'm not scared.
See, I not. Common mistake. You make very few mistakes based on what I see so far. You make very few mistakes in terms of grammar. We can improve your grammar so that we can advance even more, okay? So this is something that, of course, we need to do. That's why when my students finish the academy, I always tell them, hey, the journey continues, it never ends. Because as you advance, you have to study more grammar so that you learn more complex sentences. That's why in my academy, every month I do live activities with my students so that I can share strategies. Because I know after they finish the program, after a year inside the academy, they'll go. But they will need to keep studying. So I share a lot of strategies of what needs to be done. And grammar will be part of your journey so that you can make more complex sentences to express your ideas. Yeah.
English, I have more fluency. I'm not scared anymore.
So I am not. I forgot to make the correction. I am not. So not no. A common mistake, okay? I not. I am not. I am not.
My ideas in English. Also, I passed my citizenship. I did a really good job.
I am so proud of you because I remembered when you joined the academy, this was in your list. You wanted to pass your citizenship. You had to prepare yourself. I think this was one of the reasons why you wanted to join the academy, because this is so important. Because guys, when you have to apply for the citizenship, you need to have an interview in English. Okay, I think there's a test. I don't remember very well how the process works because I don't have this citizenship, an American citizenship. I don't. But you have to apply, you know, there's a process you need to follow, and it's 100% in English. And there is an interview, and she did a wonderful job. I am so happy for you, Olga. This is what English is for. It's about, you know, achieving your goals, achieving your dreams, and you did it, girl.
Because I had a full conversation with the lady that was interviewing me.
Okay, very well.
She said that I have a good English. I said, oh.
See, she said that I have a good English. Now, here you could say, well, shouldn't I use this in the past? Or she said that I had a good English. when we are reporting in English, this is not wrong. What she did is not wrong. It's just a comment. When we are reporting in English, typically what we teach students is if the conversation, someone told you about something, present, then it goes to past, past goes to past perfect, and so on and so forth. But these changes don't typically occur when we're talking about facts or things that are not really going to change. She says, I have a good English. That's not going to change unless you stop studying, but it's a characteristic that you have at the moment. It's a trait you have at the moment. So she says, I have good English. Oh, wow. I'm so proud of myself. So this is something we do when reporting. We don't always change the tense of the phrases we are reporting depending on the type of sentence, depending on the type of information I am sharing. This is a little bit more advanced, but I thought it would be nice to share.
Thank you. Thank you, but I had to say thank you to Teacher Prix because thank you. My English is better day by day because I was doing everything you taught in the classes, recording my voice.
I was doing everything you told in the classes. Here I would change the verb. I wouldn't use told. I was doing everything you asked us to do. I was doing everything you requested. I was doing everything you recommended. If you want to use told, fine, it's okay. I would just complete the sentence. I was doing everything you told us to do, then it would be nice.
Doing showering, watching.
Repeat, please. Shadowing. Shadowing is an exercise that I tell my students, that I recommend that my students do inside the academy. In every module, I give this recommendation. And what I notice in Olga compared to when she started, because I remember, because she's always in the classes, she's always participating, she is using fewer filler sounds. And I made this comment here at the beginning, she is using less, fewer filler sounds and filler words. I didn't see her, at least at this moment, like it could be the subject, of course, but I am noticing some changes here. The sentences are more grammatically correct, even though I may have some feedback about the subject. I will talk about this at the end.
Movies, watching TV, repeating the classes.
Let me go.
But watching TV, recording my voice, doing showering, watching movies, watching TV, repeating the classes. But the thing that I love more was watching the Big Bang Theory because I really love Sheldon. He was a funny guy. And I can enjoy the English joke now. Before I couldn't do it, but now.
So you see, very nice. So now she can enjoy the English jokes because every now and then, every month, I give my students different lessons live lessons. And occasionally, I bring TV show episodes so that we can really dive into comprehension and vocabulary and conversation. And there was one occasion where I gave a TV show episode and I used the Big Bang Theory. And she really liked that show and she's sharing her experience that now she can understand. And before the academy, she couldn't. So that is what happens when you follow a process. You will understand more, you will get better. Of course that she needs to keep studying and keep improving her English. But look at how far she's gotten to based on her dedication and following my program.
Now I enjoy the English joke. Thank you, teacher, because for your persistence.
For your persistence. Thank you, Teacher Prix, for your persistence. In this case, I wouldn't use the adjective. I would use the noun.
I can understand everything, and I can express my idea before I think in Spanish and translate. And now, no more. Thank you, Teacher Prix.
See, now, before she said that she think I would use the simple past. Before I thought in Spanish, I think that's what she says. Let me go back, I don't remember.
Idea before I think in Spanish.
Very well, before I think in Spanish. Maybe in your mind you were trying to remember, oh, what did I say? And then it came too quickly. This happens, guys. Sometimes you're in a conversation and you wanted to say something, but then you changed your mind and you correct yourself too fast and you still make a mistake. That happens. Don't beat yourself about it, okay? That we all do it.
And translate by now, no more.
So I'm so happy, no more translation, thinking in English, not in Spanish. Whoa, that's fantastic. I am so happy this is happening to you. And guys, my final observations here. When I gave this challenge to the babies, and I will do this again, I will do another round. I gave them a deadline so that I could correct the videos, and I intend to do this again. And the next time I do it, I'm gonna make one change. I'm gonna make a list of suggestions of subjects they should be talking about. Now here, she gave her feedback and she shared her experience inside the academy. I didn't ask her to do this. I asked her to practice speaking for 3 minutes. And she was sharing her experience. She passed her citizenship. She had to speak English, and I am so proud of her. And one thing that I tell everybody in my academy is when you sit down to practice your English speaking, if you don't have a subject in mind, if you don't have questions, it will be very difficult to practice your English speaking. So here in those 3 minutes, Olga, I feel that you could have been more productive with the time. Spoke about more things, okay? Of course, the time is short, but in 3 minutes, because this is connected to the subject, because she was sharing her experience inside the academy, what's getting better, you know, what happened to her, so it gets a little bit more limited. So the next time I give this challenge again, then I will make a list of questions that I want them to answer so that I can explore different mistakes. That's my goal, different opportunities to improve and feedback. So overall, my comment to you is pronunciation. So you have to keep doing shadowing. Pay attention to simple words. I'm not talking about complicated words. Simple words where you forget a letter or two, where you soften the sounds because you're Latin. And when I say Latin, I really mean Latin. I'm not talking about Brazilian people, okay? I'm talking about Latin people. Brazilian people have different mistakes from Latin people. We're South American, Latin American, you know, we have, even though Ecuador, where is Ecuador in the map? I don't remember, okay? What's the continent? I'm not really good at this, okay? But it's a tendency with people who speak Spanish. Let's make this clear. With Spanish speakers, that's very common because we have Spain, and Spain is European. And you guys, people in Spain have similar mistakes. The V sound may be very difficult to people from Spain. But overall, I'm very happy. I'm very proud. You can work on connections as well, linking words. I think this is this is something that I tackle. This is a subject I tackle inside the academy. Connecting phrases, connecting ideas. And the more you advance, the more you should do that. So this is something that now that you're reviewing, repeating the program, studying again, keep that in mind. And when practicing your English speaking, pick some connectors and focus on using them intentionally. Because if you leave that to natural, I will naturally remember the connectors, you won't. You need to persist. So when I want to use a specific connector, I put it in front of me. I write it in a post-it and I put it in front of me. And then I practice making a sentence. And because I'm there, hey, use it, use it, use it, use it. I have the reminder. Eventually, I use the connector. Or sometimes I simply sit down and I create examples orally while you're using the words that I wanted to use or the connectors that I wanted to use. So connectors, this is something that you can focus on, connecting the ideas, pronunciation, but I feel that it's much clearer compared to when you started because I know this baby, she's been participating in everything inside the academy. Her pronunciation is much, much better compared to when she started. So I am really, really proud of all the progress you made, my dear. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to teach you, for trusting in my methodology. Keep working. But other than that, I hope this video was useful to you. Make sure to subscribe. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.